In a move that may not surprise many Chicago Bears fans, the Chicago Bears decided today to officially place Jaquan Brisker on injury reserve. We're going to talk about all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chi Bears Central on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that being said, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Jaquan Breisker has officially been placed on injury reserve by the Chicago Bears. Keep in mind, it was 38 days ago that Jaquan Breisker suffered the concussion that has held him out. And so now with him being out for this amount of time, like this, for all intents and purposes, for the most part, has probably ended the season of Jaquan Breisker. And you know, we'll see what comes of that. He's technically eligible to come back sooner than that, but I just don't know if I see with Jaquan Breisker being out for this amount of time, man. This is just, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It really sucks that this is where Jaquan Breisker is right now. And you know, when it comes down to it, man, Jaquan Breisker has been, like I said, it's been 38 days. 38 days since he suffered hit the helmet to helmet that put him down and put him out. And so now with that one, that's gonna leave him out an extended amount of time, man. Like his season may be over with. I see all the people asking what does it mean for his career and things like that. We'll see what happens when it comes down to that. But like this is another negative storyline, unfortunately, for the Chicago Bears. I was hoping that at some point we'd be able to focus just on football, but this is a high-grade concussion. And takes a long time to heal. And Jaquan Breisker is now officially out for the next 4 games. That means that Jaquan Breisker won't be eligible to return. That window will open up in week 15, which means it puts him back. If he comes back, it's going to be 2 weeks, maybe that he plays football, maybe 1 game before he gets out of there. And Jaquan Breisker is a huge part of this Bears secondary. Him and Kevin Byard really developed into a nice 1-2 punch at that safety position. We're able to use Jaquan Breisker inside and outside the box and really get flexible in how we use both those guys. So it's really unfortunate when it comes down to it. It really sucks. But hey, this is just another level of adversity the Chicago Bears got to play with. And so now he's going to be out for 4 weeks at least. He'll be eligible to return in week 15. That's when we take on the Minnesota Vikings. So maybe he can return, make a strong case for the last. That would be, I said 2, it'll be 3 games left, but you know, we'll see what that means for the Bears and for Jaquan Breisker. But this one does suck. And it really sucks because Jaquan Breisker is such an important part to this Bears identity. He was on pace to have his best season as a pro this year before all the injuries and things started. And it just sucks that we aren't going to get to see that. We aren't going to get to see what the finish of the season or what the season could have been for Jaquan Breisker. Now the Bears are still solid defensively. We all know that this is a solid defensive team. We still got some players out with injuries and things like that, but missing Jaquan Breisker, man, it's tough. It's real tough. And I see Dougie's calling him soft. I'm sorry, you go take a helmet to helmet and tell me what's soft, bro. That has nothing. Concussion has nothing to do with being soft. If it was any other injury, if it was Nate Davis or something, I get with you on that one. But it's that a concussion has nothing to do with being soft. Keep in mind, he may have been trying to come back. You have to be cleared. You have to clear certain precautions to even attempt to come back from a concussion. So calling him soft, I'm sorry, that's stupid. That's stupid. So yeah, that's you got to understand head injuries. That's just downright idiotic. So I hope the injury is not career ending. You know, you would hope that for sure. Listen, we've seen people taken out by concussions. What is this? Is this the 4th concussion since being a Chicago Bear? So yeah, I mean, you see what it is. Come out and dodge or label him soft. He was solid Bear when he played. Don't dodge or label. Yeah, he's not soft. Like that's just stupid to call somebody soft for concussions. That's not soft at all. That's not even remotely soft. I knew it was only a matter of time. Prayers up to JB. Very serious when dealing with head trauma. Exactly. And we've seen it from other players around the NFL. Like head trauma is nothing to deal with, and the league does take it very seriously now. Like, and so even the fact of having the concussion protocol is still a fairly new thing when you look at how long the NFL has been around. It's still a fairly new thing. So brain injury is serious to have to be. Yeah, you have to be cautious when it comes to concussions. You have to be. Shaking my head. We need folks. Yeah, we do. We do. There's nothing soft about a concussion. Usually comes after a very hard play, and this one definitely hit hard. Exactly. And it wasn't in this play that he got hurt on too. It was not. He didn't do anything wrong in that play. It was just a helmet to helmet. Concussions take months to recover. People thinking that he should have been back on the field, putting his head in harm's way after game one, the bye week, were on crack. Yeah, listen. It here's the thing: is that it's grade to concussions right now. If it was a minor concussion, he could have been back after week one. But yeah, it's not that. Nigga never got hit in the motherfucking head before talking about soft. Yeah, exactly. That's crazy to call somebody soft for that. Who takes his place? I mean, but Elijah Hicks been starting in his place. So that's gonna maintain. I mean, we've been without him for, like I said, he's been out for 38 days, bro. So like he's been out since October. So it's gonna be. I mean, we've been going without him. The Bears are just gonna keep that going. And at the end of the day, next man up mentality. We still got a very talented secondary. Elijah Hicks is probably going to start in place of him, continue to start in place of him, and we'll just see what that's going to be. What up, Haize? Danber? Yeah, it sucks, man. It really does suck. Like, it's like I said before. It just one thing after another when it comes to the Bears at this point, man. Like, as much excitement as came into the season, it is what it is, man. And we'll just see what that's going to be, man. It really sucks, though. It really sucks. Week 15 is the earliest that he could return. And we'll see what happens there. Um, yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see, man. Overall, I hope that it's not going to be as tough. Tavares Moore did play in practice today as well, so maybe we get some extra depth there. Only 3. I don't know why I thought it was 4. But okay, 3. That's still a lot though. 3 in 3. This is his 3rd year in the league, right? 3 in 3 years. That's still a nice concussion rate. Like that's crazy though. Number 9 is my favorite Bear. I hope he gets better soon. On a happy note, it's my birthday. Shout out, happy birthday to Matty Legend. Shout out to Matty Legend. Happy birthday there, bro. Happy birthday. I wish it was under better circumstances and better news that we could bring your birthday in, but it is what it is there. We also got word from Thomas Brown. I guess while we're here, we might as well talk about that. Thomas Brown talked about what he's doing and taking over this. He said, at this point in the season, you can't really reinvent the wheel. I'm not going to try to do that at all. That would be going backwards, in my opinion. And so, yeah, and that's something that we all knew, right? He says, I put no limitations on our success. The goal is to chase excellence every day. That's our goal, our focus, to prepare the right way. And this isn't the first time that Thomas Brown has taken over as a play caller in the middle of the season. He called 6 games, I think, last year for the Carolina Panthers. And, after hearing that, like, Shane Waldron's too much of a nice guy and all that type of things, it just really sucks. And Thomas Brown is walking into a situation. We're also facing off against our rivals in the Green Bay Packers. That's your first week play calling for the Chicago Bears. It's gonna be a tough week. It's gonna be a tough matchup, and it's gonna be a tough thing to step in here. And all eyes are gonna be on what Thomas Brown can do. And that's just what it comes down to, man. And we'll see if the play calling looks any type of better. That's a step in the right direction. I would say this: if the execution just looks better, it was still the right move. That's what it comes down to, right? At least we won in October. My birthday was against the Panthers. There you go. He'll probably not. That's come on, Adrian. That's way too early to say anything like that, bro. Like, come on, man. We got to stop wishing bad on people. Somebody labeled him soft. Now people was already saying he's never going to play again. Come on, man. It's good that they set him down so he can get himself in good health. We all know he's a dog out there. Here's more important to his family. Exactly. And this, and that's why the league does take concussions very, very seriously now. That hasn't always been the case, right? That has not always been the case, is that the league is taking concussions that seriously because they didn't have the information. We know a lot more. We still are discovering a lot about concussions year after year and how the long-term effects of concussion. So there you go, that one. Calling somebody soft for getting concussion on a hit that wasn't even their fault is clown behavior. Yeah, and that's why he didn't leave a comment after that, because he knows it was clown behavior. It's Packers week. 6 more wins or rebuild. Eber lose, D pause. That's hilarious. That's funny. But all right, y'all. I just wanted to bring this update in regards to Jaquan Brisker. It sucks, man. It really does suck. And hopefully he get after this 4 weeks, he comes back and yeah, yeah. I mean, great point here. The problem is every concussion tends to be worse. You're right. He's had three. Somebody said he had three here. I thought it was four, but he's had three here. I know he had at least one in college as well. So hey, praise up to Jaquan Brisker, and hopefully, this 4 weeks adds the clarity to his situation, and he's able to make a return back to football because I know he's probably dying to. So love you guys. Go Bears, or what I usually say. I'm tired, y'all. Love you guys, man. Make sure you guys are following the channel at Shy Bears Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. That's thanks to you, lovely and beautiful people. And like I like to end every episode on, Chi-Town up,